What is up, ladies and gentlemen? Welcome back to the Brandon Coin YouTube channel. I hope everybody's having a great day. It is October 18th, 2022, and this article came through and I was just checking it out. And it kind of got my wheels turning. But before we get started, I don't condone any kind of illegal activities. This is all for entertainment purposes. I'm a guy in a plastic box. But come to find out, I've always heard GPUs were good for like cracking passwords, and I hate scammers and I hate people that are I've been hacked before, and I hate it. But come to find out, the GPUs are pretty good at it. And the 40 series is really good at it, like significantly better of a performance uptick than the mining side of things, or well, the gaming side of things, so to speak. So let's jump on this article and show you what I'm talking about. So this is on Tom's Hardware, and the title is 8 RTX 4090s can break passwords in under an hour. Well, obviously, we need a little bit more elaboration on that. So diving right into it, security researcher Sam Crowley took to Twitter to share just how incredible NVIDIA's new RTX 4090 really is at cracking passwords. It turns out it's twice as fast as a previous leader, the RTX 3090. I'm wondering why was the previous leader not the 3090 Ti, but I digress. Even when faced off against Microsoft's new technology, LAN Manager NTLM authentication protocol and the bcrypt password hacking function. Essentially, this means that any wealthy gamer sporting the RTX 4090 can crack an average password in a matter of days. And that's if you follow good password setting practices, and most of us definitely don't. The benchmark Hashcat version 6.2.6 is a renowned password cracking tool that lays best in the hands of system administrators and cybersecurity professionals, of which Crowley was a core programmer, by the way. It also allows researchers to test or guess user passwords in the few situations that they might require it. Unfortunately, this means that cyber criminals can do it too, and with the evolution of graphical user interfaces, or GUIs, the ease of use of these programs and modern computers sporting high performance graphics cards, it's easier than ever to deploy these tools. And it looks like there's his post talking about the Hashcat benchmarks on the 4090 coming in insane two times uplift over the 3090 for every algorithm. Wow, kind of crazy. We don't get 2 times uplift in mining performance, that's for sure, or gaming performance, but oh well. In testing, the 4090 trumps the 3090 in almost every algorithm with almost double performance, which isn't that shocking, even if it still represents a higher performance improvement than we've seen in the 4090's graphics performance. This is likely the result of NVIDIA investing a lot of its graphics chip design development to increase its performance on the data center side. The RTX 4090 shown across several attack types provided in the Hashcat software: dictionary attacks, combiner attacks, mask attacks, rule-based attacks, and brute force attacks. The researchers estimate that a purpose-built password hashing rig pairing 8 4090 GPUs could crack an 8-character password in 48 minutes, according to Statista. I don't know what that is. And from 2017 data, 8-character passwords are the most common, along with leaked passwords. That's commanding a 32% share of them. This doesn't mean that they're the least safe. It's just very likely that means that it's the most common password character length, and they can now be taken out in under an hour by a specialized hashing rig. So an eight card rig is very, very common. But that got me thinking. So a 4090 is double the performance of a 3090. So that means 8 3090s would be somewhere in the range of what, 96 minutes, so like an hour and a half. That's still scary fast when you think about it for cracking like an 8-character password. Going on further though, of course, that assumes the password is at least 8 characters long and that it follows the required conventions, at least one number and a special character included. When Hashcat is driven to test the most commonly used passwords, however, it can bring a theoretical 48-minute cracking operation that attempted all 200 billion possible combinations down to the millisecond range. But then that was to be expected. Even a human would be extremely fast in cracking a password such as 123456, apparently the most common password of 2021. Wow, I didn't know that. That's funny. Another interesting element to note is that the password cracking naturally has an associated cost. Investing in a $1,600 4090 is costly, and at each attempt at cracking a password will now incur power costs as well. So it's not just a matter of will. It's not just a matter of will. What the RTX 4090 does is bring down the cost to actually crack passwords, something that happens as long as more powerful GPUs come out while security algorithms remain relatively static. Jacob Egner, an extremely detailed and interesting analysis on his blog post detailing that his discoveries on the dollar to hash ratios. Of course, another chip on the cybersecurity shoulder is the amount of data that needs to be encrypted against the inexorable development of quantum computing. Those are some words right there. Computers will render almost all currently used encryption schemes pedestrian. Looking at the cost decreases in password cracking just with GPUs, however, it seems that the current security should be upgraded to a newer post-quantum algorithm sooner rather than later. But we do need to relax. Not every 4090 owner will turn their top-tier graphics card towards a password cracking pastime. Additionally, the password cracking ease of tools such as Hashcat are usually deployed against offline assets, not online ones. This means that the chances your PC being the target of a deranged 4090 owner cracking passwords at will are slim. So slim, they're almost non-existent, but they're still there. But yet, in light of this, perhaps it's still a good idea to brush up on online security and best practices, starting with storing lengthier passwords as one of the best. Storing lengthier passwords in one of the best password managers. They're trying to sell you a password manager right at the end of that. Regardless, though, that's still, this article caught me by surprise because, like I said, I'd always heard about GPUs being used in like password cracking and stuff, and knowing that like a single GPU could crack a password in days, let alone 8 of them being able to crack an 8-character password in 40 something minutes. Maybe I think I need to go change some passwords right now. And apparently 123456. If you're watching this right now, comment down below. Actually, don't comment. That would incriminate yourself. But you need to change that password because it can be hacked in milliseconds, apparently. And it was the most common password of last year. But anyway, guys, before we get off here, we're going to check out CoinMarketCap. I'd love to hear your thoughts down below on GPUs being used in other ways other than just gaming and mining and like editing and video software. I thought for some reason that there was like better hardware for doing like password cracking, but maybe not. Maybe it's just it's limited. I don't know. But I mean, can we sell our hash? That'd be bad though, wouldn't it? All right, so let's go on to CoinMarketCap before we get off here. So it is 11 p.m. and Bitcoin is at 19,290. Ethereum's at $1,305. XRP 46 cents. Cardano 35 cents. Dogecoin 6 cents. Shiba $10 per million. Litecoin $51.72. Ethereum Classic $23.23. 23.23. Heard that. Oh, Jordan. Monero, $146.47. And of course, we'll give some notable mentions to Ravencoin. Big love for some Ravencoin at 3.1 cents. And Flux, we'll get a little fluxy up in here today, 72 cents. Ooh, it took a hard 5% fall over the last 24 hours, while everything else kind of like went sideways or went up. So it's peculiar. And then ERGO. Ergo, $2.15. So, wham, bam, thank you, ma'am. Let's go ahead and knock it out. GPU mining profitability. We are using a 3060 Ti and power cost at 10 cents per kilowatt as our scale or our standard. And currently, nothing is profitable at the moment. So looks like Ergo's at the top of being the closest to profitable or the closest to break even, followed closely behind with Vertcoin, and then Ethereum Classic, Ubiq. Man, times are getting tough, ladies and gentlemen. Times are getting tough, but it is getting colder, and some supplemental heat from some miners could be used to offset like power costs. Maybe, I don't know. I know my regular heater has never paid me any coins at all. It just takes money. Yeah. But all right, for real, this video is over. I hope y'all had a good night. I'll see you on the next one. Adios.